Alrighty, it's your boys the Yuxis, and we're back with another Bleach Brave Souls video. And today we're doing a showcase on the new Christmas HALIBEL. Now, before we begin, make sure you guys subscribe. We're on the road to 10K. So if these videos are helpful or enjoyable for you guys, you might want to subscribe. It's free and all that stuff. So let's go over HALIBEL's skills, and then we're gonna go over her team, her build, and then we're gonna go into the showcases for her. Right. So I guess let's just go there now. Right. So HALIBEL, I do think HALIBEL's gonna hit very hard. She does have a lot of great things about her as well, so we actually can, like, I guess, go over her completely. So she has freeze on everything with 847 SP. It's pretty good. She has Soul Reaper Killer, so she actually has a great killer. Her soul trait inflicts or damage inflicted at full stamina plus 30%. So if you do have her, you can actually give 30% more full stamina damage to any character. Probably better off giving it to a heart character because she's a heart attribute character. She has 40% berserker with 70% drop, coin drop, right? Now if you farm coin trials, that's perfect, especially if you have Tetsu. But if you don't, then it's not really going to be like, I farm my gold through epic raids, right? So the 70% coin drop, unless I'm farming coin trials, is not really that useful to me, right? Damage to frozen enemies plus 40%. I love that. Right, she has debilitator plus 5 seconds, devastation plus 40%, frenzy plus 1. She is a mind link slot unit with built-in strong attack recharge time negative 12%, and then she actually does have at full stamina increased strong attack damage plus 40%, guard break plus hidden enemies, and sprinter plus 1. So I do think this HALIBEL is a great unit, right? I think she's a fantastic unit. I think she's going to do damage, right? Again, the 70% coin drop if you need that, and then 30% to anybody, mainly heart characters whenever you use them. There's that as well. For her strong attacks here, she has the same SA1 as Kensei. Or I guess let me just read like this. So she has it's like a belt beam. It's not 3,000 length. It's like the 250 or 2,500, I believe. Who else? Not economy. There's another character who has it. Did they hear? No. Okay, not that. I forgot who it was. Right. I didn't use economy that much. So but yeah, it is 2,500. The second strong attack is it's the vortex, right? I think it's like the drop and pushback, right? The same as Retsu, right? Let me just double check. I believe, yeah. So it's the drop and pushback, same thing as Noelle, same thing as what's her name? I just said it, Retsu, and then the full screen, right? So her strong attacks are okay, right? I think she's going to be able to proc freeze a lot, even though she doesn't have an increased chance or anything like that. But she said she should do great, right? So for her team, this is going to be her best team, right, in terms of maximum damage, because Isane actually increases heart characters, which is heart means purple or purple attribute. She increases heart characters strong attack damage by 20%, and then Stark also does that before Arankars. When HALIBEL is in Arankar, Espada, whatever. So having these two on your team will give her the most amount of damage. So if you have Isane or if you have Stark and you plan on using this HALIBEL, you want to have both of them on the team, right? Because she is going to hit very hard. I did get her SP2 level 10. I do plan on getting her T20, so maybe next week I'll try to get her T20. I could technically get it, but I only have 2 hours left. I don't know if that's going to be enough time to farm it up, but I could get it today. Her best build is literally going to be the classic teacup, the Espada chair, and then the fortification pill. This is going to be her best set. And then for her links, I actually just gave her more full stamina damage with this Tsukishima, and then also recovered 16% stamina. This is 12% SAR with 16% more stamina every area, and then this is 10% SAR with stamina. So I literally want her to heal all the time because she's gonna hit hard, right? And then for her bonus abilities, I don't have them unlocked, unfortunately, because again, she's not T20 or T15, but I would assume you'll want to give her more full stamina damage, and then probably you would want to give her damage to frozen enemies, make her even stronger because she has guard break and hit enemies already, right? Yeah, so there's no point of giving her that. She doesn't have bombardment or anything like that, so there's no point of giving her weakened defense, honestly. So I would say for her T15 full stamina damage, for her T20 you want to give her damage to frozen enemies, right? But yeah, let's go into I guess IT, and then I'll show you guys how powerful she is there. Okay, so we're loading into IT here. Unfortunately, we don't have the killer, right? Okay, well, we don't have killer, right? But I guess we can like kind of showcase her thing. It's kind of weird that she's not immune to like freeze, right? But her nat attack, like her nat string is very great. I love it. It's like like the ice. It's like range, right? But let's see. So her first strong attack. I didn't really see the numbers there, right? I can't really see the numbers because it's like kind of bushed up together. So that one's hitting 2 or 5k ish, so 10k right there. Again, she doesn't have killer, so she's not hitting her most powerful, I should say. But obviously she is hitting fairly hard, right? Not really gonna use her in IT because she doesn't have like super link slots. But if you want to use her in IT to like carry, if your HALIBEL is pretty good, then you can do that as well, right? I think the fact that she is a link slot is perfect because Isani is another character who buffs up her damage. So when farming things like epic raids for pots, you can have her and Isani and she will be getting a buff, right? Because Isani buffs up all heart characters, strong attack damage, and she's not a NAD character, right? But yeah, as you see, she's averaging around 12k there on this IT. Around 10 to 12k max because she only has frenzy plus 1, right? I think she's doing okay. She's not really freezing enemies, right? I think she's just like really just one tapping them. But I don't really see. Okay, so we lost our full stam. Let's see. So now it like drops significantly, right? Because remember we also have what's it called? But it's fine because again, our build is that when we get into another area, we should heal, I believe, more than like 50% of our HP. So it doesn't really matter, right? I love these links. It's my favorite link in the game. The ones that heal and give SAR. So if you look here, all right, 500 there. Okay, wait. Whoa. Let's not like, get hit here. Yeah, so she's still doing pretty good, right? Even though she lost a lot of damage, right? The moment she loses her full stam, she loses a lot of damage because you got to remember she has the 40% strong attack damage increase at full stam, and then also the full stam 30% built in. Not to mention if you have her T15 or T20, she has more full stamina there, right? And then obviously with the link I have, we're losing a lot of damage here, right? And then obviously we healed. So we hit 52%, right? So with this build, every time we get to a new area, we'll heal literally more than half of our HP, which is going to be perfect. I think this is going to be a great build for her, just so that you can keep her alive, because she doesn't have any like type of debuffs, right? So if I get frozen here and they attack me, it's over for me, right? Obviously, that's if I'm autoing. Like if I'm playing myself, I know what to do. But let's use our ultimate here, and then we'll see. Oh, 47k there, so she hit around like maybe close to 100k, like 98, 97k, 96ish, 6ish. Right, we can ult again. I think her ultimate isn't like I think her ultimate, I think this part is great, but I feel like for Yoruichi's, her ultimate was so long, right? I feel like her ultimate was too long, right? While her ultimate is pretty short, but she does hit pretty hard there, right? So yeah, I do think she's great, right? Obviously in terms of damage, we don't have killer. I'm gonna actually go see if IT has killer, and if if IZ does have killer, we'll try her there. I don't think it does though. But I mean we could check. Okay, we do have killer actually. So let's actually see how well she does against Soul Reapers with killer, right? We're gonna have the buff here, and we're gonna have killer. So we want to see how well she's gonna do here, and then we'll end off the video. I want to see like her not maximum, because again, mine is only T10 1 out of 5, right? If she was T5 out of 5 T20, she'd obviously hit like a truck, right? She's probably hitting as hard as Zaraki Kenpachi, right? If not harder, especially if they're frozen, she's probably hitting harder, like, right? She's hitting 4,500 just with her NAD on Soul Reapers. First strong attack 33k, so that's 63k. Yeah, like against Soul Reapers, she's gonna one tap them. I think against any enemy, she will one tap. I notice she isn't freezing though, right? She's not really freezing. So, but yeah, as you see, 30k ish there. Against Soul Reapers. Let me let them hit me, right? I want to lose my damage and see how much we hit against Soul Reapers here, right? Obviously, this is IT or IZ as well, so they're not as tanky like as in IZ. So keep that in mind. We're gonna fully heal anyways, regardless. Right. Yeah. So that's why this is the build I'm gonna keep on her, right? Just recharge with the heals. because it doesn't really matter, right? Yeah, she's hitting through, like, how many? 32k, 33k there. Yeah, so okay, yeah, right, pretty good. I kind of want to see how much she does when she freezes them, right? She's not really freezing them. That's what I'm like. We haven't gotten freeze off once, which is like kind of sad. And I don't think there's any characters in the game that have like team slash party increase like chance, right? They just increase the damage if like they have characters in the game that increase damage to ailmented enemies, but like to actually freeze them, she's either just gonna one shot them regardless. So I think it's gonna be fairly difficult to just one tap them, right? But yeah, she's a great unit overall, right? Great damage, and again, yeah, was Yamamoto. I didn't attack. That was all Yamamoto. Like wow, I didn't attack there. That was Yamamoto really. But yeah, I think she's a great unit, right? If you pulled her, obviously, again, you have options with her. You can either have her as a link with the 30%. You can use her as a pot unit, or you can also use her for the coins, or you can use her as a damage dealer. Like, I think she's a fantastic unit, right? I think she's a great, great unit. My only thing is that, right, me personally, I guess, like me, because I don't use heart characters like that, right? I don't really use heart characters, and whenever I am using heart characters, it's really just Isani I'm using. So now, out of all the heart characters I have, like I have Aizen and stuff too, but I would probably prefer using this HALIBEL over Aizen. Me personally, right? I'm not saying she's better than Aizen. I'm just saying I would like to use her more than Aizen. I don't really like using 6th anniversary Aizen. He's not really that fun to me, right? But this character here, I definitely want to see how hard she can hit against a frozen enemy. But yeah, I think she's a great unit. Again, she has multiple options. You can use her the link. You can use her for the 70% coin. She's a pot character, and she's a damage dealer, right? She will hit hard, right? I'm definitely gonna come back and see how well she does T20 in the future. But yeah, overall, this is it. She's a great character. If you pulled her, good job. I wouldn't recommend summoning still, because end of the year is just gonna be too good, too hype. But yeah, this is gonna be her best team again. For anybody who needs to know, if you have this Stark or this Isani, put them on the team with her if you plan on using her to get maximum damage. And that will be that. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, make sure you guys subscribe and like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.